Athlete's foot is a very common complaint, and whilst it's not generally considered to be serious, it can be uncomfortable, embarrassing, and even painful. The name can be a little misleading. Whilst I'm sure there are plenty of athletes that experience athlete's foot, plenty of us non-athletes also experience it too. So if you struggle with athlete's foot, keep watching because I've got some tips to help you manage it. And as always, if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications when we release more. So athlete's foot is caused by an overgrowth of a fungus called trichophyton. This fungus can be found all over the place, in particular on floors and clothing. There are a couple of reasons why we're prone to experiencing overgrowths of this fungus on the feet. One reason is that our feet come into contact with it regularly. The second reason is because we wear shoes and socks. This provides the perfect environment for this fungus to breed and multiply in. So athlete's foot is an incredibly common condition, and it affects the upper layer of the skin. It's thought that most of us will experience it at some point in our lives. So symptoms of athlete's foot include dry, red, itchy, flaky skin, particularly between the toes. It can cause skin to crack. This can lead us open to infection from bacteria, as the cracks leave us more vulnerable to bacteria entering the body. Athlete's foot can spread from between the toes to elsewhere on the foot too. Fungal toenail infections are particularly unsightly and can be particularly painful. Now, if you think you've got athlete's foot, it is worth considering getting a diagnosis from a healthcare professional, as the symptoms of athlete's foot are very similar to the symptoms of psoriasis and dermatitis. And if you have any long-term health complaints such as circulatory issues or diabetes, it's worth talking to a healthcare professional if you experience any problems with your hands or feet, including athlete's foot. So how do you manage athlete's foot? As with most complaints, prevention is better and easier than cure. So ensuring good foot hygiene can prevent you from developing it in the first place. Now, if you do develop athlete's foot, there are plenty of creams and powders you can buy over the counter at the pharmacist to help, but there's also a lot of things that you can do at home. So number one is to maintain good foot hygiene. We should be washing our feet at least once a day with soap and water. If you are experiencing athlete's foot, you may need to wash your feet 2 or 3 times a day. Be sure you pay particular attention to the areas between the toes, and also be sure you dry your feet properly afterwards too. I would recommend that you have a special towel that's dedicated just to your feet, as this can prevent the fungus from spreading to any other areas of the body. If you're experiencing itchiness between the toes, then soaking your feet in a dilution of vinegar may help. So it's thought that vinegar has antifungal properties, and many people report that using a vinegar soak does reduce the itchiness that comes with athlete's foot. So I'd recommend dilute 1 part vinegar to 2 parts water and soak your feet for 10 to 20 minutes after washing them. You can use any type of vinegar, but apple cider vinegar and white vinegar would be better options. But if all you've got is malt vinegar, that's fine to use too. Don't worry too much about a vinegar soak leaving a vinegar odour on your feet, as once that vinegar's been dried off, it rarely leaves much of an odour. But if you are concerned, you can add a couple of drops of essential oil into that vinegar soak too. Ensure that you change your socks and shoes every day. So most of us do put fresh socks on every day. But if you've got athlete's foot or your feet perspire a lot, it might be worth considering changing your socks during the day too. If you can, try not to wear the same pair of shoes 2 days in a row, as our shoes also need plenty of time to dry out between wears. Now, it's not always possible to wear a fresh pair of shoes every day or have shoes on rotation. So if it's not possible for you, you can put bicarbonate of soda into your shoes, and this can help to absorb some of that moisture and neutralise odours. Just sprinkle a tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda into your shoes when you take them off, and then dump it out the next day. You can also add essential oils into that bicarbonate of soda to bring some extra aroma to your shoes too. Consider the materials that your shoes and socks are made out of. So man-made fabrics such as polyester make it hard for air to get through the fabric, and also make it really hard for sweat to evaporate away from the feet. Where possible, try to choose natural fabrics such as cotton and canvas, as these allow air into the shoe and sock and allow sweat to evaporate more easily away from the foot. And try to go barefoot whenever possible. So when you get home from work, make sure you remove your shoes and socks and give your feet time to breathe in the air. And if you do get an opportunity to walk barefoot across a meadow or a beach, take that opportunity. It's not only great for foot health, it also feels pretty magical too. There are some supplements you might want to consider too. So it's thought that garlic has particularly potent antifungal actions, and garlic supplements are often used to help manage a wide range of fungal infections. If you like garlic, adding more to your diet can help, but garlic supplements are available if you want. Also consider your vitamin C intake. So vitamin C contributes towards normal function of the immune system, and ultimately it is our immune system that deals with fungal and bacterial infections. But vitamin C also promotes normal collagen formation, and this action is important for helping the area to heal. Again, you can get plenty of vitamin C through your diet from fruits and vegetables, or you may want to consider taking a supplement. So whilst athlete's foot isn't considered to be a serious ailment, it is really irritating. Maintaining good foot hygiene can go a good way to preventing athlete's foot as well as helping you to manage it. And giving your feet plenty of space to breathe can also be helpful. As always, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications when we release more.